She's done something in the past. I remember with NFL and all that. But not like this. I mean, this was a different level, and it was good. It was good for her, you know what I mean, and good for the housewives. And even with the football, I think it was a funny commercial. Funny whatever you want to call it. It was a commercial.
And you see it on the TV all the time down there?
Yeah, it's always on over here. Yeah, even when I'm in like Atlantis or the Bahamar or whatever, you'll see her come on, right? I just look and I just start laughing. Like that's funny.
Do you think Teresa will be a part of RHONJ to the very last scene?
I think so. Yeah, if they get rid of her, who's gonna watch that show, right?
I would tend to agree, you know?
Yeah. I mean, she was the original OG. You know what I mean? She was the original there. And I mean, you know what? I don't know. Maybe if they bring back some of the other originals from the past, I think is good. You know what I mean? It's always good to bring some of the old the old past back in. You know, the originals.
Well, do you think they
But
should bring back Carolyn Manzo or Danielle Staub? Those are two originals.
you know what? I think Danielle Staub was good in it, and I think Caroline Manzo was good. Uh, listen, when I was on it, I enjoyed filming with the husband Chris and everything. I thought Chris was a nice guy, and I mean, we had a lot of fun. You know what I mean? We did. I gotta say, we did have a lot of fun in the beginning. You know what I mean? And then it started getting a little shaky. Once I guess the brother-in-law came in, the brother came in, and Melissa started getting a little funky. You know what I mean? Like I actually just saw a picture today. I don't know who sent it to me, but it was a picture today of Melissa before, I guess she'd done that, got, all that work done on her. But I don't know if you saw that picture as well, but I don't know. I guess it's online somewhere. I don't even know. I don't know who
Yeah.
sent it. Oh, you did see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, it seems there's a lot of differences, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, she looks a lot better now, right?
There's a reason people get plastic surgery. I mean, it does work, right? I mean, you have to just have money and you have to have a threshold for pain, and the results are there, right?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I'd want to go through that pain. I mean, it's not worth it. I mean, you got to deal with what you have, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do any Botox. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, I just, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I take care of myself. I do what I do. I go to the gym. I mean, I work out. I eat healthy. And that's all you could do. I mean, what are you?
Well, I mean, it shows, like it seems like, again, from watching your Instagram videos, of course, like you had these circumstances, you would much rather be with your family. I get it, but you do seem from a viewer happy. Like, are you happy in life?
Of course, you need to be happy in life. I mean, if you dwell in the past, you can never, you know, focus on the future. So, I mean, you can't dwell in, whatever happened, happened. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, listen, it was a very hard thing. Like, I don't think many people could have gone through what I went through. You know what I mean? It's just not normal. You know what I mean? It's not like you're born and you just say, you know what, I'm gonna go through what Joe Giudice went through. I mean, not too many people could go through that. It's not an easy task. It's not easy to go to prison, get deported from a country you grew up in, start all over again at a late age and do whatever. I mean, not too many people could do that.
I would agree with that. I mean, ICE ain't no joke either. So you
No.
got to factor that in. That's like the real fucking deal.
Yes, that's the real deal, and that kind of broke the. What did they say? That's where
The
they broke
straw that broke the camel's back.
the straw that broke the camel's back. That was it. I could not deal with that place anymore. That's the place that I lost the most weight. When I came out, I thought I looked good, but I actually looked scary. I was 165 pounds. I did not look good. I might have been like fit, but I was way too skinny. When I got out, my mother was like, "Oh my God, I'm not chip. We got to feed him up." She was like having a heart attack in Italy, right? Trying to feed me this, that, and the other thing, right? And I'm like thinking I look good, but really, in actuality, when I look back and I look at those pictures, I'm like, I didn't look good. I look better, a little juiced up, right? A little juicy. Not that I'm not juiced, but I mean, I'm just saying I look better, a little stocky, not like a little skinny thing.
I think this current phase of yours in the Bahamas is the best I've seen you look compared to the show and right after ice and all that. I think this agrees with you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I came out of ice, I didn't look good. I thought I did, but I mean, you know, and I had abs and everything like that. And here I am taking pictures on the beach, you know, thinking I'm looking good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might have looked skinny and fit, whatever, but in my face, you could see it. I was you know, I didn't look good.
What advice, like we do have other people in the Bravo world and reality TV. I don't know if you follow all of this, like Jen Shaw, she's a Salt Lake housewife. She's going in, she has federal charges, she's sentenced, and like the Chrisleys there. Like, what advice do you have for these other reality TV stars that are heading to federal prison?
Well, I mean, as far as now this who's the Shaw girl? I
Jen
mean, I
Shaw,
don't.
yeah.
What does she do?
It was a telemarketing scheme over the phone. So it was federal where she was stealing money. She was selling lists and stealing money from elderly people. It was a pretty elaborate scheme, and everyone in the scheme started turning. They found out she was at the top of the scheme, and like basically everyone copped a deal, and she was the last. And she held on to her innocence, right, like literally probably until 2 weeks before trial. And then finally copped a deal, and she got 6.5 years. I think she could have got 30 to 40 years if she went to jail.
Well, I got to tell you a story. I did. There was a Canadian guy that was doing the same thing. He was doing the same thing as she was doing. All right, she was. What did you just say she was doing again?
Like a telemarketing, like wire fraud
Telemarketing, right? She
scam.
was doing telemarketing. This guy was doing telemarketing. This guy went to trial. All right, you know how many years he got?
How many?
30 years. He could have copped out at 7, 8 years, but he decided to go to trial. They gave him 30 years. This guy, his friend, okay, another Canadian that was there when I was there. This guy literally, he could have got probation. He was a professor in Canada. He was a professor. He decided he wanted to go to trial to clear his name because he didn't want to blemish his name anyway because he was this big professor. Blah blah blah. Anyway, he goes to trial. Now, from getting probation, guess what he got?
I would think 30 years.
30 years. If you read up about him, he just got off on something. He got out now. You know, he still had about another 10 years left when I left. You know what I mean? But he did do like 17 years, 18 years, the both of them when I was there. You know, they already had 17, 18 years in. And he got off on some law. I forgot what law it was, right? Whatever, some law. And he got out, but he got 30 years from probation going to trial. They gave him 30 years. They like destroyed this guy.